Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, I would like to introduce the Malaysia My Second Home program. Abbreviation millimeter 2H. Malaysia is a country with pleasant climate, picturesque landscapes, diverse cultures, multiple ethnicities, and relatively low cost of living. The Malaysian Federation is divided into two main parts by the South China Sea. The western part is called West Malaysia, and the eastern part is known as East Malaysia. Some of you may not be familiar with Sarawak. First of all, I would like to give you a brief introduction to Sarawak. Sarawak is located in East Malaysia and has a total area of 124,450 square kilometers. It is the largest administrative region in the Federation of Malaysia and has a large degree of autonomy. It has independent judicial, legislative, and executive powers, somewhat similar to those of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of China. The capital city, Kuching, is the economic and political center of Sarawak, and there are other cities like Miri, Sibu, and Bintulu spread across the state. As of the 2019 population estimate, Sarawak has a population of around 2.91 million. Next, let's talk about the Malaysia My Second Home program. The Malaysia My Second Home program is a residency program with an initial duration of 5 years, which can be renewed for another 5 years. This program, which was first designed for retired people from countries such as Europe, America, Japan and Korea, is also known as the Silver-Haired Visa. All foreign nationals could apply, with the exception of Israelis. Later on, people from China and Taiwan also showed great interest in this residence policy. So, in 2002 the visa was renamed the Malaysia My Second Home program. The Malaysia My Second Home program has been in existence for over 20 years. In 2022, the largest number of people applying for the Malaysia My Second Home program are Taiwanese. Currently, there are 3 regions in Malaysia that have implemented the Malaysia My Second Home program. They are West Malaysia and Sarawak and Sabah in East Malaysia. There are differences in the requirements for these 3 regions. According to the adjusted the Malaysia My Second Home program in October 2021, applicants from West Malaysia are required to have assets of 1.5 million MYR or more in their home country and a fixed deposit of 1 million MYR in West Malaysia. It is possible to bring your children along with you, and for each additional person required, an additional 50,000 MYR fixed deposit is required. After purchasing the property, 500,000 MYR can be withdrawn from the 1 million MYR fixed deposit for living expenses. The additional 500,000 can be withdrawn after 5 years. And an offshore income of 40,000 MYR per month. And proof of good conduct, i.e. no criminal record. Therefore, the Second Home program in West Malaysia has relatively high requirements and low cost performance. The Second Home program in Sarawak has lower requirements and higher cost performance. So I will mainly introduce the Second Home program in Sarawak. First of all, who can apply the Second Home program in Sarawak? Firstly, it is those who are over 50 years old. Secondly, if the applicant is between 40 to 50 years old, you needs to invest at least 600,000 MYR worth of residential property for residential purpose. Thirdly, applicants aged 30 to 40 years old are required to meet one of the following criteria to apply. Firstly, having children under 18 years of age studying in Sarawak. Or, the applicant or your partner is receiving long-term medical care in a local medical institution. Looking at it this way, the Second Home program in Sarawak has the simplest requirements for people over 50 years old. The second is the requirements in terms of economic capacity. All applicants need to prove their financial ability through one of the following ways. The first way is that each person needs to deposit a fixed deposit of 150,000 MYR. If you are a couple, you need to deposit a fixed deposit of 300,000 MYR. The second way is that each person's overseas income is not less than 7,000 MYR per month, and the couple's income is not less than 10,000 MYR. There is also a condition that during the participation in the program, the applicant must maintain a minimum deposit amount in a local bank, no less than 90,000 MYR for individuals and no less than 180,000 MYR for couples. If it is the fixed deposit, starting from the second year, the program participants can withdraw no more than 40% of the fixed deposit. Can be used to buy real estate, buy a private car, medical expenses, education expenses for children studying in Sarawak, etc. But the program participants are required to maintain a minimum fixed deposit with a local bank until the program is terminated. Other conditions are as follows: the principal applicant and his partner. Individual submissions are required on the first application and each renewal. The personal health examination report is used for review. The second is that the main applicant needs to submit the non-criminal record certification materials of his country. All program participants are not allowed to engage in any salaried employment or be employed within Malaysia during the program period, unless approved by the Director General of Immigration Malaysia. That is to say, it is generally not allowed to work, unless there are special skills. And subject to the approval of the Management Department, you can work. Applicants may not participate in any security activity that creates national, state, local population, political, missionary, etc. sensitivity, provocation, and threat to the country or state. Furthermore, those who apply for the second home program in Sarawak are not allowed to live in areas outside Sarawak for a long time. The program participants need to live in Sarawak for a minimum of 30 days per year. Sarawak's second home program allows applicants to bring unmarried children under the age of 21 to apply together. The Sabah project has not yet started, so I won't introduce it. The visa fee for the second home program is 500 MYR for handling fees and other details. Please consult the agency when you apply. The main content of this video is taken from the internet. If there are any mistakes, please correct me. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.